we are talking about. As he said, the highest rated.
Money check, swagger check,
what?
drip check,
Oh,
cut the
shit.
check. You know I say fly like a jet. I'm a triple threat. Watch me flex.
Hello there, Thyrandaal.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Stock. How are you?
Great.
So, who is your coach, Stock?
Oh, well, it's Rose Twig, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Exactly.
I don't know. I thought he would be around in chat now, but yeah.
I believe he traded poorly.
Yeah, I think the last I remember is like he did some sort of, I don't know. It's almost like he didn't want to be here.
I think I messed up and didn't say it was going to be a kick.
That's okay. He'll be here in spirit, and certainly we'll be here afterwards to debrief. Thyrandaal, talk to me a little bit about your coaching, your work that you've put in. We saw a little bit on stream. So how's it been working with your coach?
Yeah, well, it's been great. I've been able to know new people. A lot of my prep comes from YouTube and the gym and a couple sessions that I did with Shoe. Apparently, the King's Indian is not the greatest, which is fine. I agree, but I will play it for the foreseeable future.
Oh, there you
But
go.
as
Well,
you know,
revealing something already. That's bold.
Yep. Like I just played right now.
Yeah, that was probably not the best thing to do, is like play a game right before a match, kind of revealing some info. But you have your coach with you in chat, Shu, which puts you at a nice advantage maybe over your opponent, Stockholmian. But we appreciate the nod to Rose Twig. Is that the double roses there on cam?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just checking. If that was unintentional, that would just be like way too weird. So we have a.
It's very, very intentional.
Okay. Good. we have a best of 3, and you may have just seen the other match, but as always, I'll rehash. Best of 3 means 2-0 is a victory. 1.5 half is not over yet. You play another game, and if it's 1-1, whoever wins the next game would win. In case it's tied after 3 games, then it just keeps going. It could be tied forever. You guys, we could be here all day, but eventually someone will win, and there's no increment on any of the games that you're going to play in this competition. And after this, you'll play longer matches, but for now, it is best of 3. I want to check where you guys are weighing in right now in terms of ELO. So let's bring up some accounts here. So you're coming in 500 blitz ELO. It's no secret here that you're definitely one of the underdogs in the event. So up against someone like Thyrandaal, who's I want to say probably like 700 or so points higher rated. Do you take some inspiration from the fact that your coach recently lost a game with that rating imbalance, and then maybe you could do the exact same thing now?
Yeah, very inspiring. I'm so happy he did that for me.
Yep, I noticed that he understood that this first matchup would be a difficult one. He wanted to show you that it was possible. So I see that that's a coach that's willing to go the extra mile.
Yeah, totally. I even felt I was quite nervous, to be honest, and sort of not very focused. I'm easily distracted, and I was distracted by Rose Twig playing from what I should have been thinking about, and then I was distracted from his playing. But I did see some rooks to the middle. I was wondering if maybe he was playing some Luft moves,
right,
some Luft play for me, which, if that was the case, that's also very sweet.
There you go. And on the other side, bringing up your account, Thyrandaal, how is your rating now compared to maybe when the competition began? Do you feel like you've been sort of improving over time with your coach? Have you put on some ELO?
Yes, I recently got I pushed to 1400 recently for the first time.
Congratulations.
And yeah, when I registered, I was 1270 if I remember correctly. So I'm 50 elo above that.
Nice. 50 at the moment. And as you said, hitting 1400 recently, just encouraging, hitting like a new milestone.
I need to beat the 1438 that has been plaguing my fake elo peak for 10 years at this point.
Is that
But,
because like when you made the account, it was like your peak and then you've never been there since?
Yeah, the first time I played on this account, I played versus other unrated people, so it's completely bogus.
Right.
And yeah, I won a couple games versus the unrated people, and yeah.
Okay. That's very fair. I know exactly what you mean. You've got a high rating, but you yourself, you haven't hit it like naturally.
Yeah, it's
so
completely undeserved.
Doesn't count. Okay. You hit 1400, so that's one step. And we're gonna need both of you logged in, chess.com/play/online. I will start the first game myself between you, so you don't have to send a challenge or anything. But after that, you just click rematch over and over. And most importantly, with what has already been awarded as, unfortunately, Thyrandaal, the better webcam, Stockholmian, we're gonna ask you to call our coin flip for this matchup. So heads or tails?
I'd like tails, please.
Let's see. It is tails. And you know what? I just want to say it's nice to see someone actually call and win the coin toss. That feels rare. So tails, would you like to start with white?
Well, black is my favorite color, so I would like to give that to Thyrandaal.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Okay. Wow, that's very, very kind of you. Thyrandaal, I mean, how does it feel to receive this nice gift to start off?
I mean, I plan to play 2 games, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, that could be a lot of confidence, or it could be the worst thing you've ever said. Let's see. Let's see. So, in terms of making sure no one can hear each other, just mute the Zoom call. If you know how to do that, click the microphone icon. That'll mute you, and I will also mute myself in Zoom. There you go. Both done it correct. So I'll mute myself. You won't hear me, and games will start in about 2 minutes. So just make sure you're in chess.com/play/online, and the next time you unmute will be when the match is over. Good luck. There we go. Okay. Okay. Everyone was like, okay, there we go. That can makes more sense. Now that's locked in. Let's go. Stockholmian wanted the black pieces. No. Reading comprehension, listening comprehension. She said, you know what? I love the black pieces so much, so I'd love to give it to you, Thyrandaal. Thyrandaal, you can have the black pieces. A gift. Let's see. We have early tricks from Thyrandaal, but no need to stress at all. I will say, there's one thing about this trick. It's happened in a previous Brahchamps match. Whenever it happens, and here we go, beautiful move. Whenever it happens, don't get too stressed. The maximum that's going to occur is you're just going to lose the piece back, right? You don't need to think your opponent has like got one up on you. They haven't. It's completely fine for white. So don't overreact. This is fine. Fake tactic, exactly. Fake tactic. Stockholmian right now is punching well above the rating. I think this is a fantastic position. Yes, it's, just equal, but we take just equal. There's nothing wrong with this. It's game one. How many game ones have we seen in this entire tournament where it's just been shaky from both players nonstop? And it has no one's played their level. There's nothing wrong with just having a slow, calm game to start things off. But I'll tell you what there is a problem with. There is a problem with not snorking. There's a problem with not having a goddamn escape Level 1 habits. And you know what? This is, in some ways, this is a genius move, right? At 500 blitz elo, to even see this type of discovered attack, it really shows a higher level than 500, right? You have to agree on that. But you don't need to be going well above your elo. You need to stick to the basics. Get something, an escape square. You can't be going for tricks before an escape square. You can't. H3 would have made all the difference. And you know what? A little meditation here. Calm down before having to play another game. This is real gamesmanship. This is smart. Thyrandaal, he's looking confused. Yep, time to reset. Exactly. You can actually see the breathing occurring. And Merc, if you ain't snorking, you're dorking. My goodness. It's a tough way to go out, but you know what? Everyone has a learning lesson like this, sometimes more painful than others. And if you wait long enough, maybe Thyrandaal will disconnect. Okay, it didn't happen this time, but there's always a chance. There's always a chance. Now, remember, Thyrandaal with a victory will win the initial matchup. I like this setup for black so far. Obviously, Thyrandaal, as he said, it was very candid in the interview. He said, you know what, I learned a lot of my openings from, the stream, from the YouTube, and this is definitely one of them. Kind of a mix between that Philidor setup and the King's Indian setup. So he's obviously King's Indian player. This is a great move from Stockholmian, not allowing b4. Everything from black. And by the way, let's talk about this, right? Stockholmianluft. Not having Luft in the first game, making a point to play it early here, absolutely correct. Exactly what you want. XK. Now, when you have this, there's actually an idea to go like that. 1 and 2. And it happens with tempo. And the reason that it's so annoying is because the pieces are all here. So in this case, what would I recommend? Maybe this. Drop it back voluntarily. Thyrandaal in the think tank here. Now, this is a great idea, but I'm telling you, that's a missed free piece right there. True. Your boy is missing some freebies there, but uh-oh. Let's count them up. 1, 2 protecting. 1, 2, 3 attacking. Hang on. Thyrandaal's missing everything here. This is not... It's the same thing, but with an extra pawn to boot. Oy. Everything being missed. I mean, you could say Stockholmian is also making these mistakes, but okay. You have to expect more mistakes from lower rated players. So I think the onus is more on Thyrandaal to take advantage here. Okay. Yep. I would have expected this, but okay, Queen E1 getting out of the way. As a lower rated player, there's one thing that's super important, and it's always the speed. Because even if you have a good position, a better player will find a way to keep the game going and flag you. But higher rated players will always be vulnerable to the clock. That's something that never changes. Everyone is vulnerable to the clock. Black is actually better here. I like black's position. Problem is, it's tough to find those entry points. So, hey, this one's good. You know what? Maybe even this. Yes, it might be 2 rooks for a queen, but I think you take those imbalances. Yeah, I actually really like this move. Because you know what? Thyrandaal, he might be thinking, okay, let's do it. Instead, this. not only is there a red dot here, but most importantly, there is a checkmate. So let's address this. It's not going to be pretty here, but we need an answer to that. One way or another, you have to prevent it. And oh boy, it's eaten into the clock right now. Look, that is the best move. Look at the face on camera, feeling like, oh, I'm not that happy with this move. Maybe it's a mistake. I actually really like it. There's nothing wrong with it. Now, I would have maybe chosen to move the king up to actually put pressure on the knight. There's f5. This is going to be tough, but I don't hate what I'm seeing here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, having to take back there. Now the queen can go forward. There's a real possibility here, but 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Takes. Have to understand that. If queen takes, there was a big threat being set up with this move. Now, this is looking like that's a painful move there. Okay, so we're going to see this. And then the question is there any checkmate? Thyrandaal's double checking. He's like, wait a minute. I'm not trying to lose the game immediately here. Oh my. Thyrandaal just hung his whole queen. The whole queen was there for the taking. Oh my. And Thyrandaal knew it. Oh, that could have shifted the entire game. 9.5 seconds. Stockholmian found a way to castle kingside and queenside in the same game. Never been done in chess before. Queen g2. I mean, I can't hate on this. Getting the pre-moves going at this point, it's so impossible to win. Oh man, that was the chance right there, ladies and gentlemen. Where do upsets happen? It's stuff like that. Knight takes g8, missing the backwards knight move. Ten seconds. Thyrandaal, he's kind of panicking a little bit here. That was not a good move. He hung the queen again. He's hanging the queen nonstop here. He's going to get the win, but what the hell was that? That was terrible. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Not my proudest game finish.
Without checking back, Thyrandaal, if you had a guess, how many times do you think you hung your queen in that last game?
3.
3. Let's see here.
I know with the knight at the
1,
beginning.
2. Yep, validating 2. Yeah, I think 3 is accurate. Yep, 100% accurate. 3 queen hangs. Right. Stockholmian. It was obviously going to be an uphill battle, but there were real chances. And I mean that. Your last game, this one was probably the best. And I don't know if you saw at any point that it was hanging, but the queen was hanging 3 separate times. Did you catch any of those?
No.
Yep.
That's the trouble with playing lower rated players. They don't punish your mistakes because they don't see them.
Well, while that may be true, even without punishing the mistakes, Thyrandaal was definitely worse for the majority of this game. I would say aside from, obviously once the queen got down, queen g7, queen g8, okay, white was in control. But there was a point earlier, Thyrandaal, coach didn't like it. In fact, coach was pretty upset. You played knight h4, move 12, and d4, d5 was winning a piece, just pawn pushing up in the middle, d4, d5. And then once you played knight h4, Stockholmian played d5, and you can just take it. And that is once again a free pawn and a free piece. So I tell you, you might have a couple coach DMs waiting for you on the other side. And actually, now that the match is concluded, I can actually unban Rose Twig. Maybe we can hear some Rose Twig thoughts in the chat. So Rose Twig is unbanned. Hopefully Yeah, hopefully we hear a few there. Stockholmian first game. How did that one feel for you? Did you get any of the positions that maybe you had worked on with your coach?
Well, I think Thyrandaal probably played what I had planned for in the second game.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was totally out of it because he didn't play what I had planned for in the first game. And though I tried to take my time to get calm, I'm not very good with calm. I'm very emotional.
Well, that's the thing, is it's the constant battle of, when you are that underdog player, it takes more time, it just takes more time than a higher rated player to come to the same conclusions. So if you try to play, the best move all the time, you're just going to be keeping up with them, but you're going to be way low on the clock. And then if you try to play quicker to compensate, probably you're naturally going to blunder a bit more. So it is a really tough spot to be in as the underdog. It just takes maybe like a crazy Thyrandaal queen hang. I feel like those are the moments you got to take advantage of as an underdog. I think you noticed Thyrandaal as soon as you played at least one of your queen hangs.
The first one, yeah. The first one I definitely saw.
You reacted like you just got away with like...
Yep.
So very, very fortunate there. Most importantly, this is not the end of either of our competitors. And because we had the matchup happen earlier, we actually know what your next matchup is. So for you, Thyrandaal, it would be against Bo3. And in the lower bracket, it would be Eviscerated against you, Stockholmian. So did you watch the previous matchup, Stockholmian?
Yes, I probably should have been doing something else, but
well, yeah, I'm not sure if the you hear that, Thyrandaal, you're off the hook, because had there been prep happening, you were in real trouble.
I'm saved.
There was prep happening. I just didn't do it, did I?
Well, that's the thing about a higher rated player. It's like, for anyone, even myself, if I'm playing a higher rated player, I can have the best prep. I can get my opening. I can spot some tactics, and like sometimes you can't fight against someone 600-700 points higher rated. It's a very difficult task. But in exciting news, I can say that your next opponent, Eviscerated, is 700 points higher rated once again. So we basically have the same task in front of us, unfortunately.
I usually play higher rated players. I never play against the pool, so I always have pretty much, well, when I'm not playing Fixing Deer. Thank you so much for all the games Fixing Deer. But otherwise, pretty much. Well, Chris is also not too much higher rated than I am, but I can't beat him anyway, usually. Well,
that's okay. Those are the good matchups to have. Like I saw, what was it? I think it was Smokahontas, right? Yep. That's like someone double your elo. Obviously, we see a lot of losses here, but we can see some wins. So that's even if you're scoring like even one win out of 5-10 games, someone that's double your rating. Like I think Thyrandaal would be pretty happy scoring even one win out of 10 games against someone like 25, 24, 2500. It's definitely a good result.
It's hard to know how the rating is really, because a lot of friends don't want to play rated. So like I don't really know my real rating.
Low energy friends.
Yeah. Got to appreciate Thyrandaal, that there's some untapped potential here, because some people want to protect the rating. Like KNVB not playing, Salty Clown. There's a few community members, that are happy where they are right now.
I mean, Venus played me a lot, and then I think after many times losing, these chunks of rating, she got a little bit tired of it. And then Loka also, when she's got rating trouble of her own, then, she doesn't want to, when she's being nice, sparring with me. doesn't want to like suddenly lose.
I get it. I understand
chunk.
it. You're risking a lot, not gaining a lot. So I get it. I get it. Thyrandaal, you are up against Bo3. Did you watch the previous match? You saw maybe a disconnect, but you also saw, kind of how his chess is right now. Any thoughts
I watched
on
the
him?
whole thing. Bob, I've high respect for him, not so much for his coach. Guppy, a bit of a tattletale. I don't know. But yeah.
So it'll be maybe a grudge match, but not necessarily from Bo3. You're playing
more
for
against the
Got it.
coach. I have to humiliate the students because of the coach. Yes.
Okay, well, hey, that's gonna either work out really well or really bad. But so far, you're on a good streak of your callouts working because he did call 2 games. So we'll see if you can keep that streak up. Both of your next matchups against your next opponents will be 1st to 6, much longer, more room for mistakes, comebacks, adjustments, and I look forward to hosting the next match for both of you, which will probably happen next week. And we also have one more match today. So thank you, Stockholmianluft, and also Thyrandaal, for taking the time, joining us today, playing your first match. But like I said, we'll see you both again.
Thanks for hosting. I really appreciate the commentary every single time.
Most welcome.
And thank you, Thyrandaal. Can we just be friends now?
Sure.
And I'm sorry about all the attempts to drag you down because I thought it was my only chance.
No worries.
Smart gamesmanship.
Let's be friends.
All right.
GG.
GG's. Thanks for joining, guys. Bye for now.